and gentlemen, for the last time in SuperNats 27, we are green, 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 and a big move to the inside. What a fantastic start from the outside for Kijak. Contact further back through 2-3 drivers together. That is one of the GFCs.
Kyle Weck on top of Remo Ruscetti off the bat as there's more contact in turn 5. Around goes the 21. One of the PSL karting Beer Lards. One of the Red Army drivers is already out of this one as Billy Musgrave goes head-to-head with one of the Marinellos. That's David Trefilov cycling by there in the Triple Apex. But his Kayak, he gets the jump on Senna Van Wallstein. Then Emilian Denner there in third, and a little gap to Trefilov and Musgrave, who completes the top 5 currently.
And away we go. The opening lap in the getting rolled out here right now. Everybody kind of digging the best they can. Great start, as we had said before, for Kijak, as he really raced it down hard, really pinched down on Senna Van Wallstein when they came into turn number 1. Forced the issue in a big way, and again, the outside starting a better place to start once again. How about AJ Myers, P12? P12 on the opening lap from 20th. We wonder if he gets to the top 5. 12th is big. If he goes on the move here right now, it may be more. There he is, just a little further back there. Unbelievable as we ride as well. On board with Billy Musgrave. He gets able to come across the bow from right to left on Van Wallstein. That's what gave him the lead. That's why he's got a 1.3 second advantage right now. Kijak nicely out front, but a good fight further back here. As that is Gustafsson going at it hard, trying to get around the inside. Listen, another run here. Oh, way wide there for Trefilov.
Trefilov wide, Musgrave narrow, and Daniel Vasile able to get by Victor Gustafsson. So the Italkart factory racing driver up and into 6 now in the number 98.
SodyKart, nail to nail. I love this thing. Is it going to be a hard move on Denner with Senna? We'll see.
This is just another layer of this entire Denner story. Can you believe this guy wasn't on track on Wednesday? He did practice and then the long practice, then qualify. Unbelievable for this guy for what he's been able to put together as a sub for Giuseppe Palumba. He is having a great run, and both SodyKarts now running second and third. You can't even see Kijak right now up the road.
Yeah, he is gone. Half a second clear. That time he added onto the 1.8 second gap to Van Wallstein. But look at this. Kijak and Morgado now getting by on Victor Gustafsson further back. And closing into that group there is the Magic Man. The blue, white, and orange is now on the cusp of the top 10.
Wow, this is amazing to me. You said it, Mike. I think that was key. Crucial to get something big on the opening lap. There was a couple of incidents we know over in turn number 4, right? He was able to get a couple spots there. You know how aggressive AJ Myers can be. Oh, again. This is Musgrave now going at it with Vasile. I believe he's been able to get by. So we move Vasile up into 5th.
SuperKarts USA Pro Tour champion Mateus Morgado has gone ahead of a couple already. P8 for the number 1 plate. Now P7 by Bertuca.
Out front, these two SodyKart drivers are not making any inroads right now on Kayak. I said at the very beginning, the lights go down and he seems to find a little extra. Well, right now, the ones making inroads is actually Trefilov and Vasile.
Trefilov is right there. Vasile's the man on the move, and Morgado has finally been able to get by Billy Musgrave.
So the SRP factory team Marinello's pretty quick, but although a bad exit for Trefilov is going to put him under pressure, here comes the move from Denner. He overshoots it. Vasile side by side as well with Trefilov.
Wow, a lot of action here right now. Vasile's the only one that actually gained a spot.
Van Wallstein is the exact same lap as we just look at the gap on the upper left-hand corner. You're not seeing any inroads there. Instead, it is Denner, Vasile, Trefilov, and now we might have a move. How about another shot? Denner to the inside. Crossover maneuver, not this time. Move Denner up to P2.
Xander, what I love about that corner is you can make that move, and even if you go deep, you can let it rotate around to turn number 5.
Just looking up at the top left, guys, with the pass. There's going to be another one right here. A crossover. We've seen that one more time. Ooh, close contact, Morgado. That was a very close one as he hits the curb. What I was just going to mention, with the pass, Denner took a 10th out of Kijak.
Yeah, so Emilian Denner, like you said, Rob, maybe he was holding back a little bit, trying to give Senna some time, but ultimately he had to pull the trigger. Senna Van Wallstein's been struggling to get the power down and get away, as Morgado gets by Vasile right there to move himself forward.
Yeah, what a great run here for Morgado right now. Just a methodical move forward. He's been chipping away at it. You know, he got Trefilov. He got Vasile. Now he's got himself up into that 4th position.
Emilian Denner chipping away. Let's see what it is this time. 3/10 better than Marcus Kayak. That's big.
It is the 55 right now, boys. The 55. And you know what? He's bringing the rest of the world with him, too. First, the failed attempt that cost him a chunk. Now the inside move. That's going to be the 99 of
Hiltbrand.
Exactly that. He's going to get around Musgrave. That's actually for 7th. But up that failed move cost a bunch of time, and now he's back out front and taking big chunks out.
AJ Myers posted on his Instagram story today, said, did you believe in miracles? From P20 on the grid to 10th within 4.4 seconds, and the leaders are closing in and colliding. Morgado side by side with Van Wallstein as they drag race to turn 4, Rob, and a hip check.
100% aggressive, purposeful hip check there, and that did not work for him at all. Not only did he not take out Morgado, he also lost a spot to Daniel Vasile. So watch him, Van Wallstein going back. He's in danger of not getting on the podium.
Last time by, a little bit of an eke out for Denner, but it's been kind of even here between Kijak and Denner. Morgado the one on the move.
Watch this right here.
Yeah, well, let's see if it happens in this corner. I was going to say, you don't going to get pushes, you get passes to the inside. Book it. There he goes. Morgado goes in the position. More fighting further back, but Morgado makes the move. Xander called it. He goes to the inside. Oh, a little contact there as well. But again, Morgado goes to P2.
They're all stacked up. Hiltbrand now behind David Trefilov on the Maranello. He's sandwiched between Hiltbrand and Van Wallstein. That's not the place I would love to be at all between those two drivers. Behind him, Musgrave, Bertuca, AJ Myers side by side, Van Wallstein on the inside. He turns Trefilov. David Trefilov goes around in the double right. He keeps it going. Now, Hiltbrand over Musgrave to Van Wallstein, and right behind is Bertuca.
Yeah, I was going to say, how is that going to work out, Ray? They were kind of on the inside there, going back and forth.
Oh, Van Wallstein again struggling. Looks like he's really losing the front braking power on that Sodi. Every time he gets into the corner, he's sideways under braking. Now Bertuca's going to send him, and there he goes. Wide, Myers now in the middle, and the Magic Man goes back a spot as Bas Lammers gets through.
Yeah, he got roughed up a little bit there.
4/10 taken out of the gap last time by. At the end of these main events, that PSO Karting Bureau Lard has been unbeatable. He was able to put one over on last year's SuperNats champ, Danny Formal, on the last lap at the kickoff of the season in Orlando. He did it to AJ Myers at Cincinnati, and at Newcastle he was right there again, closing in on Billy Musgrave. 1.2 seconds stand between Mateus Morgado and a year of history.
Morgado's not the only quick one too. Remember, the overall lead was 2+ seconds to everybody, and now Vasile even within 2.1. They are all closing in, even Denner with inside 2.
I think Morgado will go as soon as he gets there, because he'll want to see if he can't pull away, at least give it one more shot. Coming out of the corner, is he close enough? No. There's the cover down the bottom. A little bit of an offensive run for Marcus Kijak, but do we get the big run down the straightaway? He is right with them. Morgado knows he's all by himself. Does he dive to the apex? Down to the bottom, side-by-side contact. They're in the barriers. They're both in the wall. They go to the inside. Morgado up over top of the curbing on the inside. Trefilov slammed the door, and that's going to put Emilian Denner into the lead. Hard contact.
Vasile got by Denner.
So Vasile by Denner. Still laps to go. It's going to come down to these two drivers. Hildebrand goes to third. Musgrave to fourth. Bertuca up to fifth. These two drivers now set to battle it out. Mayhem here at the end of Pro Shifter.
And they are not alone. A second back to Pedro Hiltbrand. The All-American badass. Billy Musgrave's back in the top 5. AJ Myers is within striking distance from 20th.
Vasile had just gotten that job done. It was Denner leading just prior to that. So Vasile, the pass at the right time. You can see the heartbreak in this inset right there.
Yeah, Marcus Kijak, the emotions going through. He had a chance to win this. He tried to cover off the bottom, the defensive run, up and over the curbing for Morgado. They clear each other out into the barriers. This opens the door right now as the laps are winding down.
Out of the final turn, Daniel Vasile trying to bring a Kart back to the top, Rob.
Wow, they won before in the early SuperNationals. I'm telling you, back in 98, 99, Denner's going to go to the inside, but the crossover side by side. There's, again, wheel to wheel coming out of turn number 3 over to turn number 4. Vasile on the inside. Denner's trying to cross. Here comes Hiltbrand as well. He may be able to get through. He does. Hiltbrand goes to second. Hiltbrand to P2. Vasile still holding on. He'll start to park it. Will Burrell still come away with a victory? Here they come out of turn number 10.
Unbelievable. Pedro Hiltbrand trying to get 2 wins over the last 4 years. Pedro Hiltbrand, high, low, Vasile through the sweeper. Final time to the last 2 corners. One more shot at it here as they head to the line, Rob.
And here we go, folks. SuperNationals 27, way down to the bottom 4. Vasile, can he get out of the corner? And indeed, Kart back on the podium in Pro Shifter. Daniel Vasile will win Pro Shifter. Unbelievable turn of events. Kart and Italian Motors wins again in Pro Shifter at the SuperNationals.
And what in the world happened to Emilian Denner crossing the line that time, folks? as Vasile burns them down to the cheers of the crowd as the Kart boys erupt here. Check it out, the 98 giving us some donuts. Well, it's a party for the boys in gray and red. What a performance. Danielle Vasile